just for kicks now. Welcome to Sharing with the Silver Valley, a local podcast endeavoring to support businesses, create awareness in our community, and sharing stories from the last century in the Silver Valley. Sit back, relax, and enjoy sharing with the Silver Valley.
Hey there, boys and girls. Welcome to Sharing with the Silver Valley. I'm your host, Heidi Lee. And diagonally from me is JPW.
We finally figured out the mic issues that we had last week.
You can't go from one side?
No.
So it has to be from these two sides and not these sides?
We have to be looking eye to eye when we speak.
Oh, okay. Well, just pretend you're talking to someone who really likes you a lot and thinks you're hilarious.
Well, wouldn't that be Heidi Lee?
Oh, yeah, that's it. I love that song.
Yeah, it's a good song, isn't it?
Great?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I love that tune. It's so cool. And they've had all these commercials where they're the backdrop for them. You just look up. It's like that new Ford commercial.
Catches, yeah.
The song from Bandit, Smokey and the Bandit. Brain fart. So Halloween.
Yes.
We're going to get this posted by Halloween because now you have to because
the 31st,
Halloween,
the day of Halloween.
Wednesday.
Yes, we're going to have it up.
Are you going to wear a costume?
This year? Yes.
What are you going to be?
Try to guess.
Walter Cronkite?
No. You never when you said no politics in this show.
Yes.
Who do you think I'm going to be for Halloween this year?
Trump.
Orange?
He's got it right. Orange, yeah, the Oompa Loompa, yeah.
George Kavanaugh?
And he said he wasn't going to talk.
I know, look at him, he's going to
because you said politics, so he's jumping right in.
He's in.
Sorry, thank you for playing.
I like beer. Still like beer.
I've got a flight of beer.
Yeah.
One time I was at a winery when I was doing radio before. I was up in Sonoma County. No, Paso Robles. And I walked in and I'm thinking, I'm all really cool, and I said, well, can you just set me up with the fleet? And they're like, isn't that an enema? I'm like, oh, crap. There just went all my credibility. So I noticed that when I was walking down the street on Saturday, you drove by and yelled, Green Bay sucks.
I wasn't around on Saturday. I was in Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, well, it was you. It was you. So I bought this little hoodie dress for Keith because he's a humongous cheesehead, in lots of different ways, and I love him dearly. So that was my kind of costume. One year, I went for Halloween, so my boyfriend and I, living in northern Michigan, we were kind of, what are we going to do for Halloween? And we were sailors, and so we had a sail bag in the little pantry off the kitchen. So I was a vacuum cleaner. So we wrapped me in this sail bag and put the letters Hoover down the front of it, and then put cardboard on the bottom that said suction level, and then a little paper towel thing, for the thing. Set me on a dolly, and he dressed up as a janitor. Had a big set of keys on the side of his pants, and we lost to a he and she devil. Zero creativity. Zero.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't have to walk all night. That was kind of cool.
That is nice.
And my hands were inside, so people just fed me beer. It was great. I wanted to say, so I had to go to Wally World, affectionately known, Walmart, to get pantyhose to wear with my little outfit. I don't think I've worn pantyhose in like 10 years. And was like, oh my God. But then I remembered Kellogg Plastics was having a big warehouse sale.
Yes.
I stopped in there and I got all my lights for the inside of the club and a big 12-foot tree for $50.
Wow.
Yeah.
All together?
Yeah. And they were so helpful. And they were so nice. I'm like, oh man, do you have any more of these? And they're like, wait, hang on, I want to go check. 2 minutes later comes about with the whole case. Oh, there's another case for you. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. So we are at Radio Brewing in Kellogg, Idaho. I love this place.
Yes.
We came here a couple of times. Look, see, he didn't want to talk, and now he's talking. FM?
Can you pick up my voice?
Oh, yeah.
It's not even a segment yet, is it?
I know.
He's taking over the whole show.
You said the microphone doesn't go this way.
And I love this place. We came here for the first time, I think, in early, like January, February of 2018. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And the food was good. It's eclectic. They have amazing lighting. Did you have Kellogg Plastics for your life?
I made those.
Did you?
I did.
Very cool. He's been telling me he's going to make me a string of lights out of Jim Beam bottles, but that's yet to happen. And now they're just stacking up in the closet. Hey, this is making him look bad.
Oh, man.
It's just an excuse to drink.
Yeah, isn't it? I know. So I'm investing in lighting. That's what I'm doing. I'm not drinking like a fish. I'm investing in lighting. But no, this is a really cool place. Mallory Phillips is here with us today, and this is where I met her initially.
Oh.
Brendan Bonner is with us, and FM. Okay, see? Now it's happening. This is going to mess with me. So we're going to take a little break and come right back with our scoop of the week. And I have this beautiful flight of beers that I'm going to sip on while we are away. Take it away, John. This is Sharing with the Silver Valley.
From the Channel 3 newsroom at this hour, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office has had a very busy week. It all began when a Washington man went to jail after a high-speed pursuit that came to an abrupt end. Just after 9 p.m. on the 26th, the Osborne Police Department responded to the 76 gas station for a service call. In a press release, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office did not clarify what exactly that call was for. As the deputy arrived, the vehicle left the scene at a high rate of speed. The officer attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver continued traveling towards the freeway. The man entered the eastbound lane on I-90 near milepost 58. During that time, a deputy set up a spike strip at milepost 62. They were successfully deployed, and the vehicle later came to a stop just after the Golconda district. Wilbur Presley Allen was taken into custody for local charges and an escape warrant out of Washington. Just 3 days later, after midnight, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office received a call about some suspicious activity near Main Street in Smelterville. Sheriff Mike Gunderson said during a press briefing that a man was prowling through several vehicles near the scene. Once deputies arrived on scene to investigate, an officer-involved shooting took place, sending the suspect to the Kootenai Medical Center. He's in stable condition at this time. The shooter and the prowler are two different individuals. Thankfully, law enforcement personnel were not injured during the incident. Working to get more information on the shooting, and once we do, we'll of course let you know. In state news, Idaho Governor Butch Otter is supporting an expansion of Medicaid in the state. The Republican on Tuesday started appearing in an ad urging voters to approve Proposition 2. An estimated 62,000 working Idahoans are believed to be in a gap population that earns too much to qualify for Medicaid but too little to qualify for insurance subsidies. Idaho lawmakers could have resolved the gap by expanding Medicaid as allowed under the Affordable Care Act, but have refused for years, citing too much opposition to the federal law. Otter says allowing the gap to persist any longer is not an option. Idaho billionaire Frank Vandersloot, a registered Republican, says he's endorsing the Democrat running for superintendent of public instruction. Vandersloot, in an announcement on Monday, says he's supporting Cindy Wilson because it's time to improve the state's education system with a strong, results-oriented leader. Wilson is challenging Republican incumbent Sherry Ybarra in the November 6th election. Vandersloot says he views increasing teacher pay and reducing the number of teachers leaving for out-of-state jobs as the biggest challenge. He says Wilson's work on the governor's education task force on teacher pay shows that she knows how to meet those issues head on. For news, weather, and sport updates 24/7, like our Facebook page at Channel 3 News-Wallace and subscribe to us on YouTube. Reporting in the Channel 3 newsroom, I'm John Webb.
Hey, welcome back to Sharing with the Silver Valley. I'm your host, Heidi Lee. John Webb is on the board.
Working it.
Woohoo! So we're going to start off with the soup of the week, brought to you by Radio Brewing in Kellogg, Idaho. And it's a broccoli cheddar, and it's really tasty.
Sounds good.
If you want to try it? You guys should all try it. Try some, Brendan.
Get in there, man.
This is kind of how we do this. You know, we just kind of eat, and
Go
drink,
for it.
and talk, and, you know, you listen to people slurping. That's a good soup. We will talk to Derek, who is the guy who made that soup, correct?
He's not going to be here.
No, but I'll ask him later if we can get the recipe from him.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll throw that out there. So, Brandon,
Yeah.
how long have you worked here, and what do you do?
Just shy of a year, and I do marketing and sales for them.
So, you've been here, and Fred doesn't need to talk. So, this project was started in 2015, right?
I think so.
Yes.
So you bought the building in 2015, and it's really neat because you can go on their website at radiobrewing.com, and it shows the progress of that construction. and what you guys went through. And I love the fact that you've got that scratchy radio playing in the background. That is really awesome. So, wife, Ashley?
Girlfriend.
Okay, girlfriend.
Fiance.
So, how did this get its name? How did you come up with a theme for radio? Because seriously, I'm new here.
Our initials are AM, FM.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what we originally were going to do.
Okay.
And there's a winery that had that name.
Okay.
That wouldn't give it up. So we switched it to radio.
I think it's great.
And kept the theme.
I think it's great. And so this is everything radio. You've got your on-air sign. And I think it's awesome.
The antique radio's up there.
Yes.
It's fitting because we're doing a podcast inside of Radio Brewing.
I know.
How does that work?
How ironic is that? And so when did you guys initially open? What was your first open date? I'm going to drink beer too.
April 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been here for almost 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years next April.
No. Almost
A
2
year and a half.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. How's business?
It's up and down.
Is that? Welcome to the Silver Valley.
Yeah.
It's good in the summer.
We have our days. We have our not days.
What do you think you do that's best for you? But you sell your beer, so you brew and you sell your beer. So do you have Valley White sales? Have you reached out into the Coeur d'Alene area, Sandpoint, Spokane?
Yeah, we're into Post Falls, into Hayden. Trying to get up to Schweitzer this winter, but
Okay.
it's a work in progress.
And so you work on the marketing. Who comes up with the names for the brews?
Mainly Ashley, yeah. So they're old radio names, most of them.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, so they're old
God.
radio shows or names of the shows.
Okay, I didn't pick up on that. My blonde is showing. Sorry. So give me an example of one. So what's a beer that's a radio show?
X-1.
X-1. And when was that around?
That would have been in the 30s, 40s.
Oh, that's really neat. Wow, that's fun. How creative is
Yeah,
that?
30s.
We have a couple of your beers on tap with us. We have the Radio Moonstone. Is Moonstone a show or a radio thing?
I think Moonstone is not a program, but a show in a program.
Okay. And we've got your ESB, Extra Special Bitter. Is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the good stuff.
And we've got your Wildcat Wire Wheat. Ooh, it's alliterated. I love
I
it.
know. Your alliterations.
And that's like a Hefe.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so what does extra special bitter mean? How does that change a beer by being bitter? I'm not a beer. Give me wine and Jim Beam and I can help you all day long.
I don't know why they call it. It's an old English beer style. It's actually not truly bitter,
Okay.
especially compared to the IPAs these days and stuff like that. It's more of a mild or like an amber would be.
Okay. Cool.
But
We sell a lot of
hoppier.
beer. Yeah, that's great. At the 1337.
Wait,
Oh,
shameless
what?
plug?
Yeah. Sorry. Actually, was talking to Bailey, and she said, "Are you 1313?" And I'm like, "Yes." She said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Heidi." She goes, "I knew I recognized you." I'm like, "Ah, crap! Never gonna know me in this area."
Small town.
I know, right? So who does your artwork and your social media?
Ashley does the artwork.
Yeah, Ashley does most of the artwork. Brendan does some of the social media. Meredith does some social media. And then we had a guy from England do these paintings for the labels, but we really haven't, besides those paintings, they haven't really been out. So
Okay.
it's all Ashley.
'Cause it's amazing
It's
stuff.
all Ashley's, the whole marketing side.
It's like, a throwback era. And that art is just, does she draw it herself?
Well,
Because
she
some of
did.
those are
She did our
photographs too,
logo.
right?
She did our logo.
Okay.
But yeah, when she does the ladies and stuff. That's all images on the internet.
Okay. But putting them together, that's talented.
Yeah.
That's really talented. So let's say a quick hello to Mallory Phillips.
Hello.
Director, Chambers, Superwoman. Woo! You! How are you?
Good.
Good. So yeah, we did meet here when you were a server.
Mm-hmm.
And we started talking about just this because we're both new.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ended up coming over and talking with me about your summer market.
Farmers market. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and we got on the subject because we were talking about doing a like a nonprofit community organization booth, and so
Right.
that's where we started talking.
Yeah. And then you were so gracious to give us a booth every week
Yep.
so that the people from the organizations that we were supporting could come and tell their own story and sell the raffle tickets much better than I. Lorna Bolton, anybody know who she is? Anybody know? Cat Wranglers?
Mhm.
Silver Valley Cat Wranglers? She was there one night, and she is so dedicated to what she does, right? She was there one night. She sold $280 worth of tickets in about 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, she had the highest take of any of the groups that we've sponsored, $480. But that was really amazing. That was really amazing. And I think we're at about $1,600 so far that we've raised, which isn't huge, but, every little bit helps.
When you start off.
So you had told me, and I have read other places, that your market generated $50,000.
Red underwear.
What did you say?
Red underwear.
I don't have to be perfect. Podcast. That way I can make more fun of myself.
That's true.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? $50,000 to the vendors.
Yeah,
in
so
Silver
over
Valley.
$50,000 were spent to all of our vendors, from beer, from radio, to vendors, farmers, gardeners, crafters, jewelry, chocolates. We have a variety of things. And every week, we had on average about 20 vendors, and then it would fluctuate the people that didn't come every week. The prime time was probably July. We were the busiest. And then when it got really hot, we kind of slowed down. And then when it got cooler, right before school started, it popped up again. And then fall hit, and it was kind of hit or miss.
And then you had that wonderful chili cook-off.
Yeah.
No, we have both winners here tonight.
Oh.
You can't have two winners.
Well,
We have the People's Choice and the
what I'm
Grand
thinking,
Prize.
so Keith Brendan topped his chili with the freaking cinnamon roll. It was extremely interesting.
Yeah.
And you said, who made the okay? Monosyllabic responses. You've got, you're worse than Fred, and you were going to be excited about it.
He wasn't excited about this either.
He texted Keith like the day of, and he said, "How's that second place chili coming along?"
You guys started this.
You did?
You stopped me as I was walking across the street. You're like, "You working on that second place chili?" Yeah, that's where this started.
Well, it was very prophetic, actually.
That, probably?
Her.
Me, yeah. Being friendly. But it was a good chili. I love the cinnamon roll. I thought it was great. It was really interesting. I thought it was awesome.
So it's a Nebraska thing, apparently?
Midwest, yeah.
Midwest is the cinnamon roll
I'm
on
from
top
the
of
Midwest.
chili.
I've never heard of it.
You're from a
I'm
very.
from Michigan.
That's Midwest.
Where are you from?
Nebraska.
Okay.
It's
So-
Tyler's from Iowa.
okay. All right.
Co-champion Tyler.
But what I was.
Club.
That's fine. That was fun though. But you got the judges
Yeah.
The
win.
important.
Important.
That's the important one. But you don't sell chili. Well, I guess that does. Yeah. So we sell chili. So we got People's Choice, and that was fun. And then Sarah Murphy had expiring cans of food in her pantry. So she put them on, she took the labels up and put them on a pedestal and spray painted it gold, and those were the trophies. They were
Oh, that's awesome.
Sarah Murphy is the queen of trophy making. She does a fine job.
Is that what she does?
Yeah, one of her many, one of her many jobs.
I know,
Yeah.
She's a trophy
Yeah.
The Silver Valley Trophy Shop.
The Barhole Championship trophy was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, that
she's
was hers
great.
too, wasn't
She's
it?
just killer. So anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was awesome. We'll be back to challenge again next year. But you said you're going to do like more cook-offs throughout the summer. I think that'd be fun. That's a good idea.
Well, and I think we're going to try to do like professional, so try to get some more of the restaurants in town to compete. So you would compete against a chef from radio maybe,
Right.
and then have like amateur, so people who aren't professional chefs do it. And we were thinking like mac and cheese cook-off, barbecue cook-off, pie bake-off.
Oh, I
just
think that's a great idea.
variety of different things.
And you got to do the pie eating thing too.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, that's funny.
Yeah, so we're open to ideas.
Does anybody bob for apples anymore, or is that just passe?
so.
I don't think so.
don't think
And it's
I
really
don't think
kind
I've
of
ever done it.
gross.
Me either.
You can bob for beers.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like
I think I was in an elementary school and they had a bobbing for apples thing, and I'm like, wow, the only way you can get this is to push the apple all the way down to the bottom of the barrel, and so that's what I did.
I did suggest that for the chili cook-off,
Did you?
but it didn't go well.
The apple contest? Yikes.
Trying to be
That would be
in
kind
chili.
of scary.
Bobbing for apples.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
burn
that'd
your
be
face.
funny.
That'd be pretty
That'd
funny.
be shared
Bring your
everywhere on
goggles.
Facebook. So, you are not a local, yokel. You are now, but where did you come from, Mallory?
Whitefish, Montana.
Whitefish,
Ooh.
Montana. Ooh.
I love Whitefish, Montana. That's my favorite.
And then you and your boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, who took those beautiful photographs of the Long John Bank.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Didn't you drive around for like 2 years in a Mercedes van? You found out where you were going to land?
It was 9 months. He was a traveling physical therapist, and we lived in 86 square feet with 3 dogs over the 50 pounds. We have one that's 80 pounds, one that's 60 pounds, and one that's 50 pounds. And so we did that for about 9 months. We lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. We lived in Bellingham, and we lived in Colville, Washington. And then Nathan got a job in Spokane, and we kind of stumbled upon Kellogg.
Oh, is that an involuntary kick? A little more. No,
it was my phone.
Oh, it was.
It fell off.
How did you keep dog food for 3 huge dogs in that small space?
Yeah.
Did they all eat the same dog food?
Yeah, they did. They did all eat the same dog food, and we had a big container that went in between the 2 seats, and so it was kind of a table too, where we could.
Okay.
We had to be creative.
Yeah, you did. You utilized that small
and
space. How fun though.
We had a composting toilet. We were completely solar energy powered.
Wow.
So we were completely off the grid.
Did you have a shower?
No. So we would get gym memberships. So we'd do the 24-hour gym thing.
Wow. That's adventurous. I love you.
And in San Francisco, we rented a parking spot for $600 a month. In this really affluent neighborhood, and
a parking spot? You mean like where someone would park their car?
Their tiny house, yeah.
Yeah, so we parked it in their driveway, and we would just keep the van parked, and we would ride our bikes to the train, and I would ride my bike 6 miles to work, and so that was kind of it would just stay there. And
so did you have an address?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he was like a 80-year-old retired guy who was looking to make some extra income.
$600.
That was like the cheaper places that we could find because we didn't want to.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss it?
Sometimes. I miss the simplicity of living in a van.
Yeah. Like George
Sure.
stuff. You have a lot of
What
stuff.
about the smell? You miss the smell.
Smell.
You know, either it didn't smell that bad or just got used to it.
Yeah.
Just wake up sometimes, you're like, gosh, you just don't find that smell.
Down by the river?
Living in the van.
Yeah.
How'd we end up with 4 dogs?
Nathan jokes that if we want to get an Alaskan Malamute, we have to get a bus.
Oh, God. My folks had a van when I was a kid. I'll tell this story and then we'll check out here for a minute. And they totally tricked it out. So it had 4 captain's chairs. It had a stereo with speakers in the back, a wet bar, and a couch that turned into a bed. And it was painted with stripes and stuff like that. And that was what they let us use to drive around when we went out on Friday and Saturday night. So talk about a van down by the river. That was awesome. I don't know if they just got a kick out of that or what. Really loved it. That was a great van. So we're at Radio Brewing in Kellogg, Idaho. We'll be right back. Take it away, John.
The Channel 3 Weather Command forecast calls for rain throughout this week and into next. Today, expect to see rain mainly after 11 a.m. Cloudy skies at the high near 49. Chance of rain is 60%. This evening, a 70% chance of showers, 43 as your overnight low. Then looking ahead at the weekend, expect temperatures in the mid to upper 40s with a good chance of rain on Saturday and an even better chance of rain on Sunday. For continuous weather updates, like the Channel 3 News Facebook page and subscribe to us on YouTube. Reporting in the Weather Command Center, I'm John Webb.
Okay.
It's coffee and it's got stout in it? Wow. Okay, welcome back to Sharing with the Silver Valley. I'm Heidi Lee. I'm your host. John Webb's on the wing for me. So we're going to do another little fun thing that we call the weekly Wet Your Whistle, and that's with an H, W-H-E-T. Because me and Ulrich and crazy friends. So this, of course, is again brought to you by Radio Brewing in Kellogg, Idaho. And we have a coffee stout. So I have my little flight of beers, and I have yet to try the coffee stout. So here you go. You ready? You want to slurp with me?
Yep.
Cheers. Go.
Chug 'em.
I like the slurp sound.
Yeah. Did it come up?
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
So, Silver Cup is your coffee?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Do you use coffee or coffee grounds when you make it?
It's ground coffee.
It's, okay. So do you actually? So what I'm saying is, it a liquid that you put in it or dry?
It's dry. So
Okay.
we put the coffee in the bright tank with the beer for a day each for 3 days
Okay.
to bring out that flavor.
Yeah, that's tasty. That's a nice beer. You can get it right here at Radio Brewing, right?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely. And
Maybe 1313 wants to put it on tap.
we probably will. We probably will put it on tap. And we also serve silver cup coffee.
So perfect.
Yeah, so go local. I love local. So one of the taglines from my old show was supporting the culinary arts so dining doesn't go the way of Walmart.
Oh.
And it suits here very well. So we just encourage people. I mean, they have local shop local events, all throughout the year. So stay here and do your shopping. You might have to go to Coeur d'Alene or Spokane to get something that, you can only get there. But there are so many great shops in the Silver Valley that offer really unique gifts. And you support people so that they can stay here, have a business, feed their family, and do what they love to do. Yeah. Because I think that's one of the biggest things about living here, is you come here to choose what you want to do. And there are so many transplants now. And so I think one of the bigger things that we need to focus on is keeping the people here that are here and giving them something to do that's rewarding to do. I don't have the answer to that. But hopefully with markets like yours and your brewery and the other breweries that are here and the new restaurants and the new folks, that can be achievable, because I'm not going anywhere. So, anyway, I love this area. It's fantastic. I grew up in Spokane, but I've been gone for 30 years. So
Where'd you move from?
Northern Arizona. So near Flagstaff. Yeah. So it was like, oh my gosh, it's hot. Like, no, it's 7,000 feet.
Yeah,
but they still, it's a beautiful little town. It's great. They call it poverty with a view. It's enormously expensive.
They should go that place. We're stealing that tagline.
That's great. No, it's great. And you guys, so let's talk about your food a little bit. So that's a great beer. It's the coffee stout, and you can get it right here at Radio Brewing. So your menu, the soup is really good. And I know that Derek's on here. He's your chef?
Chef, yep.
Where did you find him?
He was here. He moved here a few months before we did. So Ashley and I moved here 3 years ago.
And did you know him before?
No, he met us. So we were working on the front of the building, and he stopped by and talked to us.
Oh, nice. So is he a trained chef, or does he just have
he's a trained chef.
Is he? Okay. Well, I can tell by the menu.
Yeah.
It's pretty phenomenal. The first time we came in here, we're like, this is fun. Because it's really creative. And I was looking through your menu yesterday, and you have a blood orange shallot vinaigrette. Have you ever seen a blood orange? Okay. Have you ever tried to peel one? Yeah. It's hard. Do you actually get blood oranges in, or are you getting an extract? Because that's tough.
Sure.
When I was in culinary school.
We're squeezing our own oranges.
All right, do it. You should add it to a beer. Probably be pretty good.
There's a bunch out there already.
Are there really? See, I'm not, like I said, beer. Jim Beam and wine, I'm good, but.
Yeah, City Limits does one. That Badger Portland does one.
Oh.
They put it in an IPA.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna have to try that. I'm not very a hoppy person, but. So when I was in culinary school, we had to supreme blood oranges. So what you do is, I know it, you peel off the rind, and then you section them, and then you take off with a very, very small paring knife, you take off all the pith and the exterior, like the exoskeleton of each little piece of orange. And I almost stabbed myself in the eye trying to do that with those things. It's terrible, but they have a really great flavor. It's very unique, so that's cool. And I know I had something. Okay, buffalo chicken dip. What is that? Have you had it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a dip. Does it have chicken in it, or is it just like buffalo sauce?
It has chicken in it, cheese, obviously, buffalo sauce, red hot sauce.
And what do you dip it with?
Bread.
Do you dip it with bread? Because that sounds amazing. So is this and cheese curds?
What's that?
Or the cheese curds.
You guys have cheese curds?
Yes, you could dip the cheese curds in there if you want double cheese.
Your Korean tacos are killer. Then you have, and you make your own. Do you make your own pretzels?
We do.
You
So,
do?
all
Because
the
Keith and I
bread-
were talking about that. I'm like, wait a minute. They make their own bread.
All the bread and pretzels are made, yes.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's talented. Pretzels aren't easy to do. They're a lot of work. They actually really are a lot of work. I hated making those in culinary school too. So we're not stealing from you. We just got a little thing of truffle oil in the mail. So we're going to start doing truffle fries too. If you've never tried truffle
You are
fries.
stealing.
No, because I didn't know
Sounds
you
like
had these
stealing.
on here.
Anytime you start out with, we're not stealing.
Yeah.
Not stealing.
Do you want Brendan's chili recipe?
Touche. Dude, that was
It's actually
awesome.
Tyler's. In case he's listening.
You have to make him listen. He will, since we've been talking about chili. That was going to have to drink for that. But truffle fries are great. Truffles are very, very expensive, so the best way to use them is through an extraction like oil. You have a poutine. We had that before you did.
It was on the menu in it for time.
Beet salad. I mean, and the way I took pictures of your menu to show people the way that it stands out like this, it's just so unique. That's one of the things I love
That's
about
Ashley
it.
again.
Is that Ashley? Yeah, that's pretty.
She hand makes all of those.
Does she really?
She cuts the records. She puts them together.
Does she have any time?
No.
I was gonna say, wow. So you've got a stout marinated beef and blue cheese pie. So I'm assuming he makes the crusts for those as well.
We do a puff pastry on top.
Oh, do you? Okay.
So it's like a stew with a puff pastry on top.
Oh, that sounds great, you guys. So it's like a little black and blue. So which stout do you use to marinate that?
The oatmeal stout.
The oatmeal stout. Okay. You got your brats. I love those. Oh, your menu is just so awesome. It's so diverse. And I love where you have that one thing that says not beer.
Not beer.
But you do offer wine, which is great, so I can come here and really get into that. So we were talking about beer pairings and beer pairing with food, and some people do that and some don't. So I'm looking at this flight that you have. How much do you charge for a flight of 6? Is $6? Okay, so that's a good deal.
She knows
I think
it.
we probably fixed that.
I used to work here.
I don't work the front of the house.
Me either.
So you do
Behind
it.
the scenes
So
space.
you do it from lightest to darkest.
Yes.
that how that would- just like
Well, at
wine?
least it should be the lightest in flavor to the heaviest in flavor.
Okay. So
Just for your palate. So the color doesn't matter, but a lot of times the color associated with it.
okay. So one is the wheat. Just tell me a little bit about the beer because I'm drinking.
It is a wheat ale made with 50% wheat. Ooh. Was I supposed to
I think you should join us. I think you should be another
I
co-host.
think so too. I think it's hilarious. We were in the back. He's like, I'm not going to do this. I'm really scared. And now he's just like cracking up all this. So this is a huckleberry. And is this a shandy? Is that what this is called
No,
too?
it's not.
Wait, okay, what's the difference? Oh, that really smells good.
So that is just a wheat ale with a huckleberry extract. Natural huckleberry extract.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I got to be careful. I got to drive
So
home.
the shandy is with lemonade. That's no lemonade.
Okay. And then this is your extra special bitter.
Yep.
Is this the one we have? Is this one we're carrying right now, Brendan? Okay.
Yeah, you have that and the wheat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you're fine. And then 5 is the oat, right?
The oatmeal stout.
The oatmeal stout. And this is what you marinate your beef into the pie.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, this is going to go with that.
Oh, yeah. That's not a camera, is it?
Nope.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't think.
So I can see that blue cheese and that beef with a hearty sauce with this beer.
Yep.
That would be really
Delicious.
good. Yeah, that's very tasty. And then the final one, number
Good winner.
6, is and this is the coffee that I've been drinking. So
And
that's
so that
great.
is the oatmeal stout with the local coffee added to it.
That is that's all. It's the oatmeal stout with the coffee.
Yep.
Okay. And Alex. Andy. Sorry.
Andy Waters.
Andy Waters. Okay. Andy Waters is part of the chamber as well.
Yeah, he's the president right now.
He's a really neat person. I like him a lot. So let's see what else we can talk about really quick. So what do you guys do in the winter to beef up business? I know you like to do a trivia, whatever. Sorry.
Yeah, we do that.
First day with my new lips. Sorry.
Yeah.
We do trivia on Sunday.
Which we won 3rd place last night. Just saying.
3rd?
Yes.
Yeah, which is a big deal.
Is it,
Two places, she
are
got
people
free
like
beer,
pretty
right?
serious about that?
Oh, yeah.
About your trivia?
There's a few teams that take it seriously, yes.
Okay.
Well, most of them take it somewhat seriously, but there's a few teams that probably take it a little more seriously.
Yeah.
Trailer Park
Trailer
Refugees.
park refugees are the
Really?
Do you still do overtime, or is it week by week now?
We're just doing week by week. So we were doing for
That's
the whole
fun.
session, and we're giving out a cake for the winner.
A cake?
Yeah, I know. It's a
Oh.
little much.
That's nice.
So we're not doing that anymore. But we give out weekly prizes
Okay,
for the top 3.
that's fun. We need things to do here in the depths of winter in Silver Valley.
We're thinking about doing bingo.
Oh, that would be hilarious. What are some other names of the teams? What's your team's name? Are you Trailer Park Refugees? Come on, Mallory.
cunning linguists.
We have Smarter with Beer.
Smarter with beer.
My drinking team has a trivia problem.
That's awesome.
I think it's the Moist Towelettes.
Oh,
Because someone on that team hates moist.
Okay, I think a lot of people
Bell's
are just that
listening.
person.
Moist. Those are the good ones.
Okay, that's funny. I love it. Okay, we're going to take a little break, and we will come back and finish up the show, wrap it up, get some final words in there, and call it a day. This is Heidi Lee. You're sharing with us.
Radio Brewing is located at 319 Main Street in Kellogg, offering their own craft beer brewed right on site and a diverse and tasty menu. Their eclectic decor and friendly staff make it the perfect place for lunch or dinner, or to meet up with friends for a cold beer and share a few snacks. Open Thursday through Monday from 11 to 9. It's Radio Brewing in
Welcome
Kellogg,
back. Last
Idaho.
segment. Was it that painful? Was it painful? Did it hurt?
A little bit.
A little bit? A little bit of hurt? Yeah, I remember my first show when I did this. It was ghastly. I was so nervous. I almost had to take some sort of pill. Seriously, not here. But my first one back in Phoenix back in 2010. And it was in a radio station with, the producer and the window and, all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, it was ridiculous. I had a lot of vodka. So it just,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Should have brought some Jim Beam with me. That is stash ready to go. So this is Sharing with the Silver Valley. This is our second podcast here. And our whole goal is just to create a greater awareness of our community, the people that work here and live here, bring more folks to town, get people aware of things they might not be aware of. So if you can tell all your friends, and share it, that would be wonderful. And we'll have a bunch of pictures up, and we'll have this up by today.
Halloween.
Okay,
yes.
Great. All right. And you're going to be who again?
I can't. The Oompa Loompa.
The Oompa
The Oompa
Loompa. So let's talk about, because I know you have to go, Mallory. So help me come up with some events. I know that this Saturday, the 3rd, is the Wallace Cross-Dressing Brat Fest. It's their biggest fundraiser for their chamber. And so everybody's donating baskets and auctions. Unfortunately, Keith and I will not be here because we're going to Wisconsin for a week. We're driving there.
Whoa.
Well, I know, it's going to be fun. I'm going to be scared. I might have to take that vodka with me. If the roads are sketchy, man, I'm just like, I'm just going to go crawl in the back and go to sleep. Wallace High School has a haunted house, right?
Yes, we do. It was yesterday. It was yesterday.
I thought it was,
It's yesterday. You got to think in the mind of the 31st. Yeah.
Okay, well, I went, and I scared the bejesus out of me.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was super.
Great turnout.
That's wonderful.
So it's tomorrow, but it'll be
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, because we're in a time warp. Ooh, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Did you guys go to that in Wallace?
We did not.
It was so much. Did you go? Oh my,
Surprised
Sarah
we
was
did.
there.
Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was so fun. It was great. There was that heckler. Apparently, there's always a heckler, and someone turned around and threw their toast and beamed her right in the face.
Oh.
And I was like, be quiet. So the Osborne Craft Fair is November 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
What does Kellogg have coming up right soon? Or anytime? What are you guys doing?
So we have a Christmas lighting festival the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and it's like a full day event. We're doing craft fair and parade and events at Silver Mountain with a ski movie at the end of the night. We're really trying to get everyone involved from the whole valley. So we're trying to challenge businesses to challenge other businesses. So let's say Radio Brewing versus Wallace Brewing. Who's going to win? I don't know.
Ooh.
Who is going to have the best float? I don't know.
You guys should. I don't know how I'm going to get it to float for us.
And all the floats have to be lit up because it'll be dark by then. And then
Imagine these dark floats just coming.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I am your father.
we're currently trying to get the Christmas craft fair into Uptown Kellogg. We're working at a couple different locations because we're trying to really encourage the Shop Small Saturday. And along with the craft fair and the parade and the celebration at Silver, we're going to be having wrap cards so that people can go to businesses for the week of Thanksgiving and the week after Thanksgiving, and if they get a stamp on their card, at the end of that second week, they can come back to the chamber, and for every stamp per business, they get entered into a raffle, and they're entered into some kind of prize. We haven't gotten that.
That's awesome.
Just to encourage them to go to a bunch of different businesses.
That's a killer idea. Oh, I love that. And then what were you saying, doing a float and challenging the chamber?
Oh yeah, so
the Wallace Chamber versus the Silver Valley Chamber?
Yes, on Friday we're gonna the Wallace or the Silver Valley Chamber is gonna make a video to challenge the Wallace Chamber to make a float, and then we're encouraging the Wallace Chamber to make a video to challenge a different business of some sort.
Oh, it is on.
And we hope that schools and businesses and events, like whatever event you have, if you want to get it out there into the world, make a float for it.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really great idea. The other one we have is Lisa's Gems.
Yes.
Of the Silver Valley is opening on November 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you have some gems that you're going to be selling?
Yeah, so I make copper wire wrap jewelry, and so I'll be selling those.
Wandering wires?
Wandering wires jewelry,
okay.
Yep. And the grand opening, November 8th at the Kellogg Photography and Community Gallery, 10 East Station Avenue in Kellogg, is having Ode to Muir, a snowboard movie. Tickets are $15. Check out their Facebook page for more information.
That's great. That's a beautiful picture. We have the camera on.
We'll have a beer garden.
And radio.
And you'll have the beer.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that perfect?
And we had a movie on last Thursday, and there were over 50 people there. And
really good.
Oh, that's great. Oh, good for you. That's wonderful. So welcome to the Silver Valley. I think that's great. I think you're doing wonderful things.
Thank you.
I think there's a lot of talk out there about you, and it's all positive.
I'm from a strong community, so moving here, we wanted to help be a part of the community.
Well, I think it's great. That's really cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
You guys got anything going on? Oh, the Pinehurst Christmas Craft Market at the Pinehurst Community Bible Church is on November 10th. You know, it's trippy. Sometimes I sit here and I'm doing this, and I look out the window, and I think Northern Lights. But he sat in a little room all by himself. But it's kind of like that up here.
Isn't it?
No!
Oh,
Not that one.
Northern Exposure.
Northern Exposure. Northern
yeah.
Lights. I was looking at this thinking Northern Lights. Northern Exposure.
It was a great show.
Wasn't that an awesome show? And wasn't that in, what's that little town, Clealum, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be in Alaska, right? But it was filmed
Right,
in
it was
Washington.
filmed in Clealum, and with the moose walking across. We have moose. Yes.
We do have movies.
I've seen a lot of moose pictures. I only saw one moose since I've been here. And it was going up over Moon Pass in the summer. And he was just hanging out.
Gotta go hang out by like Cataldo.
Yeah.
On the bike path, yeah.
They're always on the freeway. The car's always hitting them. It's bad.
Oh, that one car
There's
that was
one right
filmed
outside
there?
of Smelter going in the water there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is there? Oh, well, thank you. Moose tips. Moose hunting tips. Gosh, there's just everything.
No, you're not.
That'll be a new
Valley.
segment.
Moose hunting tips?
No, like moose viewing tips.
Oh, moose viewing? That would be cool. Or people could just send in their photos.
There we
Where
go.
did you see the moose?
Yeah.
Let us know. Do you have any questions for anyone? You'll be oddly silent at this time.
I am kind of quiet, but I have a plug I want to pull.
Do it.
November 7th, Wallace's Blood Drive. Student Council is putting on a blood drive at the high school. We do it every November and in the spring. I'm not sure what month. But last year, we won $1,000 from INBC because we got the most people to come out to a blood drive, and that's including
Really?
communities in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane Valley. And, yeah, they were pretty impressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
So-
great.
Yeah, so we want to try and beat our record from last year.
And that was 1,000 people.
We got $1,000.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
How many people?
I can't remember how many people we had. I should have
Well, then
checked
how are you
that.
going to beat it if you don't know
I
what
don't
it was?
I don't know it. I don't know it, but we know it.
You know it. I'm sure you know it. That was fun. Thanks, you guys.
Yep.
You did really well, Fred.
Thank you.
Fred was in the
Yeah.
back. You're the brewmaster, right?
Yep.
Okay. You brew it, you sell it, and drink it. Yeah.
He also.
Well, it's an amazing building. And watching the construction, what you guys did here, took this building that was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
And the inside was that Ashley's vision too?
The inside of this
Yeah.
one, yes.
Yeah.
It was.
So how many square feet do you have total, including your brewery? And you have a back patio area too.
We do.
Okay.
I don't know how much square
You don't know? Okay. It's a lot. It's more than 1,000. It's more than 1,000. And you've got, I kill for that kitchen.
Oh.
Kitchen is so nice. They even have a dish pit. It's like, our team would
You have a
give
small
for a
kitchen?
dish. Oh,
Over
dude.
wherever you work at? Where's that?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it's challenging. It's
Second place
extremely
chili.
Yeah.
Second place chili place, that one.
And we make it with coffee.
Oh,
That
gosh.
silver cup coffee, as a matter of fact.
just getting all the
The
plug.
lawn.
Yeah, he's getting a ton of free advertising here.
Oh, yeah, isn't he?
Andy.
Actually, so we just launched, and I'll do this one. The Locked On Bank, which is, you've been there, is our residence, and we're opening it up as an event venue. And the kitchen up there is easier to use than the one downstairs in the restaurant. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So you can call 602-738-2665 for information and pricing. So we need at least 6 people. So you can do a wine tasting, a pairing. You can have a cooking demonstration. You can do a private dinner for up to 30 people. And Keith and I are both trained chefs. And so it's really fun for us to get and dabble back into sauces,
Sure.
and, supremes of blood oranges and things like that. So
It's delicious and the view is awesome.
It is.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Especially the party porch. That's where everybody ended up that night. They're all out on the party porch.
All party
We'll
porch.
chuck
Party
big
porch.
swing out there, and it's
Yeah.
so fun. I love it.
So you've been to one? Mallory?
Yeah, Nathan took pictures, so I got to tag along.
Yeah, so we had a group of 5 ladies, and I needed one more, and Nathan took the pictures, which are absolutely stunning. And it's already been noticed by event planners and bridal magazines. So yeah, we're hoping to just create a different stream of revenue and fun, and let Keith and I do what we did. It for real. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I was a professional personal chef for people and did dinners and cooking classes and things like that. So it's a hoot, and it's fun, and it's affordable. Here in the Silver Valley. So anyway, thank you so much, Fred.
Thank you.
And Brendan. And Mallory. And John.
Of course. Every
This
time.
is Romper Room. Do you guys remember that? Oh,
I don't.
dang, I just totally dated myself. There was this show, it was around, but just before Captain Kangaroo came out.
It came out, it was after that, right?
Romper Room?
I think so.
Where she held a magnifying glass, and I could see Jim and Joe, and she called my little brother's name out one time, and he was just woo-hoo, jumping up and down. It was pretty cool. I have no idea who our guest is going to be, and it's not going to be next week because Keith and I are heading to Wisconsin for a few days. So we will return with
Yes.
the show.
In the meantime-
In the meantime,
tune in Channel 3 News, November
Yes.
9th. We have an updated broadcast
Good
every
for
other
you.
2 weeks.
good for you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank
you did
you.
a great job. You're
Thank
killing
you.
it. Never done this before, and this kid just rocks it.
Oh.
We have a YouTube channel, Sharing
Yes.
with the Silver Valley. You can find us on Facebook, and that's it.
Yes.
Are you done?
I'm done. We're
Okay.
good.
Woo. This is Heidi Lee. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Peace out.
I had you